How much U.S. soldiers were paid during different wars. 1. American Revolutionary War. The U.S. Army predates American independence. The Continental Congress drafted about 150,000 men to fight. Everyone was promised a land grant. They also received a monthly payment. Their salaries varied according to rank. Privates received $6. NCOs received $8. Captains were paid $20, and colonels got $50. The salaries struggled to keep up with inflation. The pay for colonels was increased to $75. Captains received $40. Privates didn't get a raise. 2. War of 1812. Servicemen were offered 5-year contracts. They were given a one-time payout of $31 plus 160 acres of land. This was later increased to $124 and 320 acres. Privates were paid a monthly salary of $5. NCOs earned between $7 and $9. The pay for officers varied widely, between $20 and $200. Congress later raised the pay of privates and NCOs by $4. 3. Mexican-American War. There were 7,365 men in the ranks at the time. Once again, they enlisted for 5 years. They received $7 per month. The overwhelming majority of recruits were migrants. By 1845, 42% of servicemen were foreigners, mostly Irish. 4. Civil War. White Union privates received $13 a month. Colored soldiers only earned $10. $3 was deducted from their pay for clothing. The Confederacy paid its privates $11 a month. Sergeants on both sides received $17. A Confederate major general earned $301. His Union counterpart got $457. Officer salaries on both sides included allowances. Field COs received a bonus of $100 a month. 5. Spanish-American War. Privates received $13 a month, same as before, but the U.S. had gone through deflation, so the value of the money was actually higher. In 1890, salaries were increased more than twofold, to $30 a month. 6. World War I. Overseas troops were paid based on their years of service. A private earned $31 a month during his first year. Corporals received $36. The salaries were increased in 1917. On top of their monthly salaries, troops were provided life insurance. This was done through the War Risk Insurance Program. 7. World War II. By 1945, there were 8,267,958 enlisted men. The average basic salary for privates was $71.33. Officers were paid $203.50. World War II also saw the introduction of batch pay. It applied to combat infantrymen. They were paid an extra $10 a month. An expert infantryman's badge could be earned through training. It was rewarded with a bonus $5 a month. 8. Korean War. In 1952, anyone with less than 4 months of service was paid $78. An E7 earned a monthly salary of $206.39. In 1952, combat pay for deployed servicemen was introduced. It was the first modern form of direct combat compensation. The pay was an extra $45 a month. 9. Vietnam War. Initially, the payment schedule was the same as in Korea. As the war progressed, E1 salaries were raised. Soldiers received $78 a month after enlisting. Those who served more than 4 months earned $83.20. In 1963, combat pay was renamed hostile fire pay. It remained about the same, but it also introduced zonal eligibility. Now the reward was based on the danger of a combat zone: red, yellow, or green. 10. Gulf War. Soldiers with more than 4 months of experience earned $753.90. Those with less experience earned $697.20. They were also eligible for hostile fire, imminent danger pay. 11. Iraq War and War in Afghanistan. There was a slight pay rise in 2001. Privates received a couple of hundred more per month. Veterans received a base pay of $1,150.80 per month. Those who served under 4 months were paid $1,064.70.